Afternoon all. Just thought I'd punch me eagle while I'm at it. Right, this is Great Wall Hobbies 148. Limited edition F-15E from Lakenheath with the special artwork, nose art decals. So, where are we at with it? Well, I've built the thing. It's actually a really nice kit to build. Yeah, it really is a nice kit to build. They get everything in the kit that you need and more to do a couple of other F-15s. You can even get a full set of undercarriage to do the sea, including the doors as well. So, you know, and all the weapon stations for the sea as well. So it's quite a full-on kit. But that's not what we're here for. What we're here for is we're here for the weathering. So these are all the powders here. These are the Tamiya Master powders, the weathering masters, and that's A to H. F is the one I seem to have trouble getting. I've got all the rest, but it's just F. So I managed to get one in the end, so I've got the whole lot. There's 8 of them all together. We're using a mix of those just to weather. Now, these F-15s are not really that grubby. They seem to keep them pretty clean, the old Yanks. So we won't be dirtying her up too much. I have got 2 other items, which is a drafting pen and an eyeliner pen. These are good for smudges and stuff like that. So without further ado, we'll dive in a bit closer and turn it in such a way that I know that I can do this with the aid of. Right, okay, so first things first. I want to bring you down here a bit. We'll have a look at this arse end. So with these little latch screw head, whatever they are, I think they're screws or something, like tiny little twist and turn latch marks, keepers. You always have like little black sooty streamers coming out of them. That's done using this. The drafting pen. There you go, look, I'll turn it the right way. That's what it is, right? It's a Staedtler pigment liner 0.05, right? And that's what you need to do these pieces here, and down here, and across here, right? And how you do that is you just dot in the hole like that, right? These ones this side I don't want to show much, but and then what you do is I've got some sanding pads, little sponge pads. You can get them on the internet for next to nothing, a whole bucket load, and you just drag it across, and there you go, and it drags the stuff the way the airflow goes across the aircraft. The heat marks were done using Alclad 2 Hot Violet and Clear Blue. This brown in what looks like varnish is done using a mix of clear yellow and clear orange in, and I've just knocked it again, in the Mr. Colour range. Yeah, this is clear green, so I don't use any of that on there. And that was what that was used. The base of all of this is number 8, which is the silver in the Mr. Colour range. This is, I think it's 305. This is the colour of the actual aircraft itself. So there it is there. That's the whole plane, painted in that colour. So that's that. This was all using clear orange and clear yellows to kind of tint the metal with. When you come to these pieces here, again, this was all silver. So I just used a very, very faint, well-thinned clear blue to do that. The actual burner cans themselves moving it down to here, these bits here. These were done using, again, sprayed silver to give it a bright background. And then they were gone over with AKs. So this one just here. What was it? That one. Would happen to be the last one I picked up, but basically is AK's burnt metal, so that's AK-484 burnt metal. It's not shaken up well enough, but basically that's what that colour is. And then what I do then is I then, although I haven't done it yet, is I then put a bit of either matte black, or you can use the soot in the Tamiya Weathering Master to kind of like dull them down a bit, flatten them off a bit. It's better, I always find it better to just airbrush a bit of black paint, so get a piece of masking tape to cover those over and this sides, and then you usually use like the 2-inch thick stuff, because it'll cover right back over there, and it'll cover all of this and all this around here. And then that's it. On the inside of the jet intake it's white. I haven't finished those yet because I'm still streaking them, but basically it's white. Here we go, I can do it again. GX1, Mr. Colour GX1, cool white. So that's the inside of there. So yeah, and then this is still the plain silver. These two pieces here are still plain silver. So there's some, I don't know what I was doing, exhaust or overflow. They got to go in there. They'd be silver as well. So there we go on that. Now I'm hoping this don't collapse like a bastard. That it is. So right. So what we need to do is need to create a little bit of sooting. So first of all, get the drafting pen. You can see how thin that is, look. Right, and that little nib will fit just inside these. So where you got the panel here, go like that. Right, then you get your pad and go over it and drag it, and you get a bit of smudging. And because my light is now crossed over the other side, so I'll put it on the other side of the camera. Right, now I can see them now. So then we've got some dots. You can put the dots in there. Doesn't matter whether you do all of them or not. Get the pad at the forwards, stroke it backwards, and there we go. Now, the other thing as well is you can use this, the eyeliner pen. So I'll just touch the eyeliner pen where I want to touch it on here. Right. And this, you know, you can smudge away to your heart's content. And then using those two, you can then use the soot. What was another one? It's always handy to go on eBay, because the little brush and applicator you get with the Tamiya Masters, that's it. Right, but what happens is a plastic piece inside there, and I don't know whether you can see it, but it started to break open. They just simply wear out. So you go on eBay and get a load of these, get a massive bag of them for about £5. And they work just as well. They work just as well. And then what we do is we rub it in the soot, as you do. And then you can brush it on there. like so, and then again with the pad, and there you have it. So what you can do then is you can go around the pinholes.
Have you got any brown tape in there?
And that's your dots, and then again you can go like that, and you can just smear them off, and that's it. If you use the edge of the pad, you get a bit more smeared off, and that really is how you do your little bit. So there's not a great deal of weathering underneath the F-15 as such. You're obviously going to get all your brake dust and what have you. That's going to accumulate around where wheels and the doors opening and closing. The actual doors, this is me sticking my fist in it. The doors, the covers themselves, they don't really get dirty. They seem to be quite clean where they just hang down. It's just like the aftermath behind. Now, with this one over here, that one can be like that, and then this one over here could be a little bit lighter as such, you know, not so much in the way of lots of scrapes and rings. The guy lands a little bit heavy on that side, and then on this side you can just, you know, and then again, by the way, this is all dry, it's not wet, it's just dry. Don't put any terps on it or anything like that. Just wipe it off dry. And then what you could do here is you could say, right, well, give the actual panel line a look in, and then scrape it off a bit. That way it gives it a little bit of an edge. Same with that. You can also use this to do that as well. And then anywhere where there's going to be a bit of airflow, and even this here. Again, using these pads is another good thing. As you can see, there you go. We could do a bit on this side, so down to there, same. And you can try and there you go. So that's using the Tamiya Master soot, a drafting pen, and an eyeliner for doing just that little bit there. Fabulous. So, like you say, what else are you going to do? Well, why don't we try the nose landing gear? I'll bring the thing around here. You always get a few streaks going down from the nose to the back. So what you have here, you got a wrong one. So you got a nice little line there. Right, that's that. Yeah. So what you can do there is, again, you're just using up all the energy on the pad. And there you go again. So that's another little bit done. If you wanted to just darken the bit here up, where it could go to say in the edge there, then what you do is you get your pad, and again just stroke it until that's it, like that. And there you've got that as well. Now the one thing this kit doesn't give you, which I think Academies does, find my pointing stick rather than using my fingers, is if I move it to here, you don't get the chaff and flare dispenser pouches. Now, I can't remember whether you get them in decals. If you do, then fair enough. If you don't, then, well, it's neither here nor there. So, they're blanking plates. Sometimes they're a brass colour, I think, or a silver colour, like a titanium colour. And sometimes I've seen them like that, or sometimes I've seen the odd red one on there, so where they might have had them in use and put red covers over them. But I don't know. I'm clued up so far, but because these things change so much and they keep modernising them, you just never know what's going to be where next. So, you know, it's just... What is that? Get a little brush. Oh. Right, get out of it. So yeah, so I don't know about them, but I don't think you get them in the kit. But in the other kit, you do get the metal plates, because sometimes you can weather around there, so you can like you know, you can draw the line there. Right, and then you can just, what you do there, oops, you just smudge it like that, and then you get your clear side, and you can rub it away like that, and then you just got to smudge around where it gets burnt and what have you. And then what you do is with those doors, or those panels, you can choose one and just paint it one colour if you really want to. If not, you can leave it like it is, and you're always getting a little bit of browning on the fumes from the chaff and the flare smoke or whatever it is when it fires them off, because they are quite hot. And you get a little bit of scorching on the front of the wheel door, but other than that, that's about it really, you see. So anyway, there you oh Christ, wobbly, hope no one's getting seasick. So there you have it. That's just a little tip on how to weather with some simple tools. Doesn't cost you a lot of money. Eyeliner, you know, that don't cost you anything, because you can nick it off the missus. I'm sure that she'll never know if you're that much of a good one. If not, like mine, she just says, oh, it don't work anymore, gives it to us, and it's to me that looks brand new, but there's still plenty of juice left in it. And if you want to know what that is, there it is there. It's a Wonder Wing eyeliner tracer. Righto. And then the other one, just for good measures again, is a Staedtler pigment liner 0.05. Now you can get lots of different sizes of these for, you know, because if this was a 32, you might want a bit of a bigger one than that, or something, you know, whatever really. But they do have some different sizes. Now the other thing as well is, you can see there's a sniper pod there with the head missing. That's because it's the head here. Again, this was done using some iridescent sticky back plastic tape, as in this stuff. Yeah, which I think my very good friend got me that in the works. And I stuck it behind on the other side of the glass, and then on this side of the glass I just put a bit of a green tint, a bit of a blue tint, and it just, you know, kind of sets it off a bit. But yeah, so there you go. So that's that. I've just glued that on there. It's pretty sturdy, so I can go back on now. And there you go. So that's that. Probably won't do too much more. I think the next things, which I'll just use a kind of a dark or a black wash, just be to put in the little vents here. This is where the gun, where they load the gun in through this hatch here. So this is just some vents where the exhaust comes out there. Maybe a little bit of black in there, and again round here, but that really is about it. Over here, excuse me. But yeah, the Eagles, as far as I'm aware, they don't really carry too much weathering. I've seen on the Lakenheath birds, but on the Seymour Johnson ones that came here, the front end was especially around these hatches. I mean, I put some little bits and pieces around here, but they were smothered in black dirt, smothered. Don't know why, but there it was. So anyway, Great Wall Hobby, F-15 Strike Eagle, and that's a little bit of weathering for you on them. So if you want to know, there's your materials there for the weathering, and the 2 pens there, a pointy stick, and me, who does it. So I hope that's been of some use. I will show a bit more on this as I'm going through it and what I do. By the way, you know these, you see these funny little burr marks you get on the back here. So when you look here, there's some burr marks. How that's done is when you paint it, you basically sand it. So hang on a minute, I'm having a bit of a trouble here. Yeah, basically you just lightly sand the the metal paint, and you get that. Because it's all been painted black underneath, the metal still kind of doesn't give way, so it looks like scratched tin marks. You know, you get like the made marks of the steel, and that's how you do it. You just basically just get a very, very. So this, I think Models for Sale, I used to get a packet of these. You get 4 of them. You get this one, a purple one, an orange one. I think that might be it. You might be another colour as well. I can't remember. Perfect. There's next to nothing. They're literally like polishing sponges, and all you do is rub it over, and it gives you that effect. What else can I say about it? Not really a lot else to say, is there? Tanks again. I don't know whether I'll weather them. They might be worth weathering, but all these bomb racks, they're not worth weathering. None of that. This is pretty much it. Less is more, as they say, and yeah, that's pretty much how I'm going to end up leaving it, I think. So on that note, I'll call it a day. So thanks for looking in. Like and subscribe. Apparently it makes the numbers go up, and yeah, I like to inform you people of how to do stuff like this. So if you like what you see, give us a like, and the rest is history. So there you go. Till the next time, take it easy, stay safe, behave yourselves, guys and girls, make plenty of these. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.